It was a quick decision Jesus made. He gets up and tells his disciples, I am all set to go for a small journey. He then calls out the name of Peter, James, and John. He takes them along with him to Mount Tabor, and there he is transfigured. Well, today we are commemorating the great event of transfiguration of our Lord. So effortlessly, the evangelist Mark describes to us the spectacular moment of transfiguration on the second Sunday of Lent. Everything happens in a split of a second. While being on Mount Tabor, Jesus' appearance changes. His clothes shines, his face shone like the sun. Moses and Elijah appears to him, talks to him, and his father's voice is resonated from the clouds that overshadowed them. This is my beloved son, listen to him. St. Mark doesn't even give some time, some space to the readers to imagine how this transfiguration would look like. Within no time, the spectacular moment of transfiguration was wrapped up, and when these three disciples looked around for the second time, they saw none except Jesus on the ground. Such was the fast-packed scenes of transfiguration. But it is now Peter who wants to delay this glory awe-filled moments of transfiguration, and he suggests an action that was judged inappropriate. Master, it is good that we are here. Let us make 3 tents, one for you, one for Moses, and one for Elijah. Peter was completely out of his mind. He was clueless, and he forgot the fact it was pure grace of God that enabled him to witness this great event of transfiguration, not any of his own merit. But Christ was silent. With his great silence, Jesus Christ put down the excitement and eagerness of all the disciples, especially that of Peter, and he climbs down Mount Tabor. My dear brethren, Jesus Christ was teaching his disciples, especially Peter, a great lesson when he climbed down Mount Tabor. Jesus climbed down to the valley not because he disliked the experiences of transfiguration, but he knew the mountain to build his tent is not Tabor, but it is Mount Calvary. It is there on Mount Calvary, on the day of his crucifixion, he must be building his tent. My dear people of God, we may have great spiritual devotion equivalent to that of building tents and staying in close proximity with that divine presence. But that is not just sufficient. You don't become his disciples just by doing so. The simple way to become his disciple is to follow the Master wherever he goes. A Master, our Lord Jesus, is climbing down Mount Tabor. If then, why we must still hold on to the great visions, insights, those mind-blowing experiences of prayer, visions, and insights are essential as long as they show us the way to Mount Calvary. But if they become roadblocks on our way to Mount Calvary, then you don't seem to be treading the path of your Master Jesus. Come, let us too walk the way of our Master, living out their all glory-filled moments of our revelations, visions, and insights, not because they are bad, but because, as His disciples, we are called to build our tents on Mount Calvary, not on Mount Tabor. Have a blessed, pleasant Lenten Sunday. God bless.